Good day, everyone. I'm here at yet another beautiful cafe. I will share with you what that looks like. I don't know how I keep getting lucky, but then again, I do because I've applied these exact principles that I'm about to share with you to my own everyday life. And I come across these YouTube videos a lot where they have like these titles of here's how to change your life, here's how to manifest your reality. But then you get into the video and it's just kind of like them talking and not really giving us practical steps that we can begin to take. Like, I mean, step by step things that we can do in order to actually change our reality. And all of it is based in metaphysics, the laws of the universe. So if you are new to my channel, check out the videos that I created on the hermetic principles, anything with the Kabbalion, and I'll put the cover of the book here. Anything with the Kabbalion in the thumbnail or anything that mentions any of the hermetic principles, these are the laws of the universe. And so in this video, I'm simply going to break down a step-by-step guide on how you can begin to change your reality. I know those are like very popular buzzwords right now, but I find that a lot of people are not getting exactly what they need in a way that we understand it, in a way that we've been programmed to understand. Because these are the simple steps, right? This is like the basics, okay? Because once you start to do these things, you'll start to pick up on other methods and ways that you can further manifest your desired reality. It's all about making that decision to start. It will only work if you actually take action, if you decide that this is what you want to do. What I'm trying to get people to do is utilize this time to wake up and to begin living the life that they desire, because there's no reason why in 2026 we should still be subject to the programming and the oppression and the matrix or whatever you want to call it. I want people to realize and see that there's so much more to life. And if you're someone who's looking for those answers, if you're looking for, a way out, essentially, I want to give you these basic steps. And then from there, you have to take it upon yourself to explore more. This right here, what we're about to get into, is the principle of rhythm. I'm going to set the rhythm in motion. I'm going to start this for you. And the idea is that you take what I'm giving you and you run with it, and you go and you open up the doors of curiosity and allow it to lead you to the truths of this universe. The truth is that you are the creator of your reality. You can have, be, and do anything that you desire. And the blockages that are getting in the way are simply just programs. It's trauma, it's limiting beliefs that we've been given by others that do not align with who we truly are. So, without further ado, let's get into the steps for getting into alignment. And for those of you who are wanting to go a little bit deeper, I have a link to a worksheet down below of everything that I'm about to go over. So let's get into it. Here's a no BS guide on how you can begin to change your life. I'm gonna go through all of the steps. There's 5 of them. The first is documenting your reality. The second is writing down your goals. Number 3 is identifying misalignment. Again, this is all about getting into alignment. 4, you're going to commit to this for at least 7 days. Just 7 days. And if you can do those 7 days, then you can do 7 more days. And then you know what? You can do 7 more days. And you know what you've just done? You've just created a new habit. And all of this is about habit creation. It's about creating the life that you envisioned for yourself. But you first have to build your new identity, and that's step number 5. So let's get into the first step. Documenting your reality. For the next 2 to 3 days, I want you to write down everything you did in your day. And again, this is basic, beginner friendly. This is everything that I did myself in the beginning of my healing journey about 5 or 6 years ago, when I consciously made the decision that I no longer want to live this way. I started documenting everything, writing down the areas of my life that I was wasting time. And what I found was that those areas of my life were the exact things that I was looking to change. So let's get into it. For the next 2 to 3 days, write down everything you did in your day. So what time you woke up, what time you ate, your screen time, how much time did you spend watching Netflix, how much time did you spend on social media, Exercise and movement. Did you move today? How you spent your free time. So when you're not working, when you're not commuting to work, or when you're not taking care of your kids, when you're not making dinner, when you're not doing, when you have free time, how much free time did you have, and what did you do during your free time? Be honest, because the idea here is just taking inventory. We must take inventory to know where we are. There's no judgment. So as you're doing this for the next 3 days, do not think about, oh, I should have done this or I should have done that. Do things as you normally would, because this is where the honesty comes in. And do not judge yourself, because you have to offer yourself grace. When we have judgment, that energy is what's going to keep us exactly where we are. So instead of having judgment, we need to offer ourselves grace and say things like, I know this was today, but this isn't going to be every day. Simple things like that, because judgment is coming from the negative end of the spectrum. And if we go to the other end of the spectrum for judgment, it'd be something like gratitude, gracefulness, love, right? So love is the highest frequency. So if you can do this without judging yourself, then you know that you're on to a good start. Step 2, writing your goals. Now, this might seem a little like left field, like why am I doing that after I just spent 3 days writing about all the things that I've been doing in my day? Shouldn't I be doing this first? No. Write your goals as step number 2. After you've done your 2 to 3 day assignment, I want you to sit down and write your goals for the next year. Things like your personal goals, like losing weight, getting clear skin, meditating daily, better sleep. Write down everything that comes to mind. This is kind of like, use this as a brain dump moment. Next, your financial goals. I want to save $5,000. I want a new job paying me 3 times as much as I'm paying now. And also, guys, keep in mind that there is no goal big enough for you to achieve. If that goal has been in your heart, if that is a desire that you have, it's because you can achieve it. Realize that. So getting a new job that's paying 3x is so doable, because I've done it multiple times in my own experience, and sometimes it was unconscious and sometimes it was consciously. So I know for a fact from personal experience that there is no goal too big for me to achieve. And I bring that up in the financial goals section because I think a lot of people want to limit themselves based on the container that they've been in their whole life. So I want you to go outside of your container, go outside of your programming, and if it's something that you have on your heart, then you can most definitely achieve it. Next, we have another example for this is growing your business to 10K a month, whatever that might look like for you. Social goals, traveling to Asia, meeting like-minded friends, meeting the love of your life. If that's something that you want to achieve in the next year, write it down. And I listed these examples out, but the sky is the limit. So if there's anything on here that's outside of personal, financial, and social, maybe spiritual goals, definitely write those down as well. Next, we have identifying misalignment. So step number 3, looking at your 2 to 3 day documentation and circle everything that is not moving you towards your goals. This is why writing your goals second was important, because I don't want you to go through your next 2 to 3 days acting as if, like, oh, this isn't a part of my goal. This isn't a part of my goal. And yes, you know all the steps right now, but go about your 2 to 3 days as you normally would, and then write your goals, because this step is so important. Looking at your 2 to 3 day documentation, circle everything that's not moving you towards your goal, like watching Netflix for 4 hours, skipping the gym, scrolling through social media for 3 hours, rolling out of bed and going straight to work and not giving yourself time to reconnect with self and reconnect with spirit. I circle everything that, according to you, is not in alignment with your goals. And then that'll bring us to the next step number 4. Commit to 7 days. I want you to write down the opposite action of everything that you circled. Write down the opposite or something that you can do instead of. For example, scrolling for 3 hours. I can replace that with a 15-minute morning walk instead. The idea is that you start small here and you pick one thing at a time, because what happens is when people are like, I'm going to change my life. Think about January 1. Everyone's like, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to get on this new skincare routine. And how long does that last? It doesn't last very long because they're trying to do so much at once. It's really hard to go from one vibration to the highest vibration in a short period of time, especially if you haven't quantum jumped before. Then you want to take it slowly, because you want to get to a point where you can quickly shift from one vibration to the other. But if you're new to this, and if you are regulating your nervous system in the meantime, you want to take it level by level. So pick one thing from that list of things that you circled and created the opposite action for. Pick one thing and start doing that for 7 days. And then on the next 7 days, you continue doing the first thing, but then you add to it. You add the second thing. And then you add the third thing on the next set of 7 days. I promise you this will change your life so much, because you're not tackling it all at once. And our nervous systems are only meant to handle so much at one time, especially if we've been dysregulated for most of our lives. So next, number 5, we have building your new identity. This is the part where you start to see yourself becoming the version of yourself that is already living your dream. That 15-minute walk, that daily 15-minute walk in the morning, is going to open up avenues for you that you probably have never seen before. On this walk, you're probably going to get ideas for your business. You're going to get ideas of people that you should reach out to. You're going to get creative ideas that come to you. You're probably going to end that walk with a smoothie or a light breakfast, or you may start waking up a little bit earlier so that you can walk and work out, or you can walk and have a jog. So these little steps, these little habits, they lead you to the snowball effect of other positive habits that are going to shift you into the identity of the person that you already want, that is already living your dream, okay? And when you do this, you feel better about your day, you feel better about your life, and your new reality becomes your non-negotiable. What do I mean by this? So basically, when I wake up in the rising, my non-negotiable is that I need at least 30 minutes to myself. Before I touch my phone, before I reach out to anyone, before anyone makes it into my vortex for the day, I need at least 30 minutes to myself. And I'm meditating during those 30 minutes. I'm journaling during those 30 minutes. And I say at least 30 minutes because my routine is probably about an hour and a half long. And that's because I've achieved the level of freedom in my life to where I am able to do that, because I wanted to become someone who was spiritually sound and very content with, not even content, very happy with where they are in their life. And I realized that that version of me, she has a rising routine that revolves around her. She has a rising routine that revolves around spirituality and gratitude and meditation and prayer, and that is who I need to become. And so this is a non-negotiable for me. This is my identity now. And because of that, so many beautiful things have come into my life as a result of me changing that aspect of self. So when you identify what you are currently doing, you're taking inventory of where you are. You then write your goals. Who is it that you want to become? What is that version of you doing in their day-to-day life that you need to be incorporating into your life? Right? And then you want to identify the things that you're currently doing. So where are you currently, your current vibration, your current alignment? Where are you misaligned? In what areas of your life? I think we go about life unconsciously doing things without realizing that it's keeping us in a mode of safety, because we're constantly in fight or flight. And so when we're in this safety mode, we tend to seek comfort. We tend to seek the things that are going to keep us safe, meaning sitting on the couch all day, or procrastination, feeling lazy, feeling sorry for ourselves. These are things that keep us in misalignment. These are the things that keep us outside of who it is that we want to become. So once you've identified those things that are keeping you misaligned, how can we get into alignment? And then you start doing that one thing for 7 days, and then keep doing it, and then add another thing for the next 7 days, and then add another thing for the next 7 days. And then all of a sudden, you've become this person who just does these things. And you'll start to see so many parts of your life impacted because of this. This is true manifestation. This is truly how you begin to shift your reality. And I think people want like the magic pill, which is what our society has been conditioned for. And so my my message to you is that there is no magic pill. The magic pill is you going deep into yourself and making that commitment and really sticking to it. And then you'll see those changes begin to take place in your life. And remember that you're a human, you're not a robot. If you miss a day, start fresh the next day. I'm aware that we probably cannot get to everything every single day because everyone's circumstances are different, okay? I feel as though I just naturally am a very disciplined person. I'm an Aries, so I have a lot of fire energy in me. If I say I'm going to do something, it becomes a challenge, and Aries love challenges. So I was wired that way, and not everyone is wired that way. So I understand that it's going to take a different level of commitment of challenges for that person. Other people have other responsibilities. You know, some people have children, some people are in school, some people are really coming out of a very dark place and are just now being able to get their head above water. I understand all of these circumstances exist, and I may have missed a million other instances as to why people may think that they can't do this, but I promise you, even if you are at the bottom of the bottom, just pick one thing and stick to it for 7 days. Start small, and you'll start to build momentum, and then from there you'll add more. And I want you to come back to this video and tell me what that one thing is. I'm getting goosebumps right now, guys, because I'm so excited for anyone who chooses to actually follow the steps in this video. I want to know how this has impacted your life and in what areas have you been able to manifest your desired reality. And with that, guys, I will leave you with a simple message of if I can do it, then so can you. And that is the reason, the sole purpose of this channel is to encourage and inspire others to begin to live the reality that they want. I'm gonna like get teary-eyed, but if you would like any additional free resources or any more content similar to what I put into this video, you can check out the links down below. If you'd also like to, commune with like-minded individuals, you can join my community. All of those links will be down below, and I look forward to seeing you guys again. Thank you.